Southampton 1, Liverpool. Come on! Woo! Bro, that's what football is about. That is what football is about. That was entertaining Friday night football, even for the neutrals. I know they must be gassed for a little bit, thinking, what, Liverpool's fucked it. But boy, we lost it. We lost our shit.
God. Now when Naby scored, I'd gone nuts. I'd fully gone nuts. Not like I did these man saying, "Oh wait, is it offside? Is it offside?" Because they fully stopped celebrating. But listen, all I'm saying is, I had a lot of people messaging me today, friends, people on the page, just random people that I ain't spoke to for a hot minute. Just people that just like, you know what? They're like, you know what? You man's gonna fuck it up today. I was like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I was just like, wait, whoa. I'm sitting trying to do work, bro. I'm sitting at work at my desk, bro. I'm just getting people just atting me, bro. Don't at me, bro. Don't at me.
In the prediction area, whatever, on the page, most Liverpool fans thought, I think Bar, you was a bit skeptical about it, but most Liverpool fans were thinking 2-0, 3-1. They were the most obvious and most common prediction people were going for. And I think people did think that was going to happen. They didn't see how Southampton were going to get past us and all this kind of stuff. But when they scored their first goal, every sort of fan thinking, is this going to be one of these? Because, look, hats off to Southampton. Their first half, they were sick. We're always honest, up straight up. The intensity that they were playing at, Liverpool could not keep up at that intensity. That's Liverpool. We're talking about Liverpool.
I get that, and I don't disagree with you. And what I will say is next season, watch them. Watch them, because when he's got a full season, pre-season, get some of his mans in, that's when it's going to be a different story. It was like watching a boxer. If you have to put it into boxing terms, both halves, it would be like they blew a gasket after round 7. That's what it looked like. They went ham, and Liverpool were all over the show. They should have been 2-0 up. Long missed that chance where it should have been 2-0. Let's make no bones about it. And they were making Liverpool make stupid mistakes, putting Liverpool under pressure, making Liverpool feel what it feels like to be pressed up the pitch. As soon as they got past a certain point, bang, everyone behind the ball, banks, waiting for that opportunity to go and counter and go and pick them off. But then Liverpool came strong. They needed to get that goal in the first half. They needed it. Otherwise, it would have been a complete different story. And the same thing second half. I actually thought that they were a better team second half. Southampton for the first 10 minutes.
First 10 minutes,
10, 15 minutes. But then I think Liverpool almost like, right, well, we kind of experienced it first half. Let's sit back, soak this shit up, and then let's go and hit them.
Before the game kicked off, so you saw the trio that everyone's been calling for. Not just us. When you saw Fabinho, Gini, and you saw Keita, everyone was gassed. Everyone was like, yes, this is it. It was almost like Klopp was like, all right, what, you want to see this trio, yeah? Here's your trio, bro. It was like, after 60 minutes, he was like, you've seen enough now, yeah? It was almost as if he deliberately picked that trio, because for me, it was like, what was the reasoning? What was the actual reason behind him picking that trio in for this game? You know, what is it you would have seen that he thought, okay,
I think
I'm going to put Keita in this
I think that
hot match.
He felt that we were going to dominate the ball more. I think that's what he thought, because I thought, well, if we're going to dominate the ball, it's going to be less of a battle, more dominating the possession. But it was anything but that, bruv. Because we were seeing the ball. I hate that when they show possession. Well, Liverpool dominating possession yet, bruv. They were passing around their own box. They're like against Man City. Liverpool dominated possession, but they didn't get out their own box.
I think it was one of our cousins, 20 minutes into the game, he was like, you know what? We might actually need Milner and Hendo to bring on right now. But listen, those guys, they came on. Any of these people, you know who you are.
I'm going to stop you there. Me. Bruv, I'm open to getting cussed out, because I'm Henderson's biggest critic. Yeah, I'll be the first one to admit, let's get it out, let's put it out there. I'm his biggest critic, not his fan, bruv. But today, bruv,
salute, bruv.
Respect, bruv. Because if it's respect is due as due, do you know what I mean? Do I think he's a starter for that team? No, I don't. But looking at that performance today, the way he came on, the tempo he added, the injection of that bit of life, mate. Respect.
The way Henderson ran on that pitch, it was either he was on steroids or he hadn't been fed for 2 weeks. That's the way he ran that pitch, bruv. And he was at it. He was at it.
He was on
and the whole tempo of the game changed when he came on. But the point that I will make is the fact that he was taken off in the last game and he's not seeing the starting 11. Do you think that has a part to play in it? But this is what we're trying to say. People fighting there for their positions.
He looked hungry.
We've always said that even Henderson, we might not say he starts for the 11, but he should always be a part of that squad because he does add that intensity, right? And there's a perfect example today. When he came on, he literally changed the whole dynamic, running through the middle of the pitch. Gini's our guy.
Bruv, I say it all the time, yeah, he's my guy, bruv.
Ruggs, struggling out here.
Gini, I don't know what it is, bruv. If maybe you need to go back to Amsterdam. Wherever it needs to be done, bruv, do you, boo-boo, because we need you now, player. We need you, player. And the biggest thing is, bruv, Klopp, bruv. Listen, everyone guns and substitutions, tactics or whatever. Today, man, he made it do what it do, baby.
Yeah.
But Trent, I actually called it for you early doors. I said, Trent is having one. They were actually putting it on Trent and he weren't liking it. Redmond was rough. Redmond was roughing him up. Redmond was doing it to his life, bruv. And he got the assist. And listen, you can't take that away from him. Bruv, that's big boy things. That cross is nuts. But when he was on that pitch, him and Bugs Life, yeah, Matip, bruv, it was nitty, bruv. I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, not sure. I'm not sure. I felt they could score at any minute.
Talking of Redmond, I think you're ready, bruv, to move from the academy. You know,
he's the next one.
Make the transition, bruv.
He's the next one on the list.
But
next one.
But yeah, I mean, like we said, right? Trent was Gini was struggling, and that changed. And that's what you need sometimes. You know, people doubt Klopp and all this kind of stuff about his tactics and all this kind of stuff. That tactic changed the whole dynamic of the game. To take off Trent and to put Milner on, and Henderson made a huge difference to that whole game. For me, he was man of the match. You know, I know we saved that to the end of this video and that. For me, Henderson was man of the match. That's how much I think influence he had in that game, right?
But it's Friday. So it's not the weekend. It's a little bit doolally. Don't listen to what he's got to say. He'll be back next week. Hold it down.
Okay, now let's talk about our boy Mo Salah. Oh my good God, that finish, bro. To do it in that scenario. Out of all the pressure that he's got, people saying he's this, he's that, he's not scoring. And then ask Liverpool fans here, when he was running, were you shouting pass or not? Were you or were you not shouting pass?
Bro, hold on, I asked you, what were you shouting?
Bro, I was screaming pass, bro. But what he's been doing the last few weeks, I was like, Salah, pass, pass, pass. I was telling Egyptian out here when I was up, bro, when he plonked it into that corner like that, yeah.
I lost it. I fully lost it, bro. Fully lost it. The thing is, the beauty of that whole passage of play, yeah, was, I said to you, I mean, obviously we all play football, we've all kicked the ball, yeah. But for me, if I'm taking a shot, I know 5 steps ago, it's going to take me about 5 steps to take a shot, bruv, yeah. And when that mind's made up, it ain't changing. It ain't processing quick enough to change, fam. Sorry. No. My man's run all the way up there, and you know that chain of thought of, I can keep going. I'm going to wait for Redmond to commit, and then I'm going to either slot it or take the shot. Keep going. Keep it commits, because he's thinking, well, he's going to have to square it here. Boom. Lade.
Bro, how big are your cojones? That's what it is. That part there was like a world-class moment where someone steps up in a very, very tough situation. And my man's chest was veeted, bro.
Bruv, he should be sponsored by Veet. You know the Veet, bro, that's a plug. That's a plug right there. Veet, get on him. Mo Salah Veet, because that chest was looking fresh. And we know he's a hairy cat, bruv. You've seen him before, bruv. He's just got hair growing out of hair. His chest was shining. The light was glistening off. Everyone was like, oh, God damn. Wow.
Bro, Mo Salah knew he was going to score, bro. That chest was veeted, looking shiny in that if he's ready for Maldives, bro.
Yeah, he's ready, bruv.
But that goal was...
Do you know what? It makes me laugh, yeah?
Good.
It's afterwards when he gave the interview, yeah? You know when he came in and he like... You normally give... You know when you speak to the guys before, the PR guys, they always say to you, they always stand behind him and say, listen, don't be saying dumb shit about this, say that. You know, he came out and said, yeah, I'm not too concerned about everyone getting on my back. You know, all I'm concerned about is the team. And then all of a sudden he thought, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. Yeah? He goes, I'm the quickest to 50 goals. What? That's basically what he said. Then he went, I didn't score for 9 games. This guy didn't score for 20, 30 games. You know what I mean? Bruv, he in his head, he was like, you know what? Allow it. You know what I mean? I'll forget the PR. I've got something on my mind. I've got to say it. And it obviously is bothering him because he's made that point, which obviously suggests it is bothering him. And he's only human and it will bother you. But to do what he did in that situation and that point of the game, wow. That shows that he is...
And all the pressure on him as well.
Yeah, it shows... Listen, it's as frustrating as he was for the whole game. Let's not get it twisted. He was frustrating for this game as well, still doing that other stuff. But this is a time you want him to come good, right? Mm-hmm. This is a home straight. This is a sprint now. This is a 100-metre sprint. You've done your 1,500 meters, but you'd be going round and round and round. Now you're there for that sprint.
And to get that 50 goal thing off his chest now, leading to the last few games.
But he got a lot off his chest, bro. Not just the 50 goals, bro. Every single speck of hair is off his chest.
So going into the last few games now, yeah, with that confidence going in now and that pressure sort of taken away, you can't ask for more as a Liverpool fan. And then on top of that, the third goal, big shout out first of all to Bobby.
He's my man of the match, by the way. That's my man of the match. I'm going to drop that in there.
The defensive duties that Firmino was doing today.
Thank you, bruv.
Mad.
Thank you, brother. There was that side of it. There was coming into that number 4. I can't remember that guy's name. That one that looked like fucking
something out of Predator.
No, what's that? Adam's Family. That big fucking thing, bro. Frankenstein. He looks like Frankenstein, bro. That big thing. Allow him. He was all over Firmino's back every time he had a touch. He's still brave to taking a touch, still linking up play, still willing to do stuff. If he loses the ball, to press back. And the stuff that he did in the defensive half, those 2 headers, I can cross off my head from them free kicks. And Ward-Prowse, by the way, his delivery is actually nuts. Mm-hmm. And Bobby was in there, so yeah, he was, for me, hands down man of the match, hands down.
Yeah, and like I said, for Henderson to finish off to get that third goal, that would just take the stress off everyone, because that's what you wanted, just the game to go to bed. And he deserved that, like we said, from his performance, and he was there to slot that in. But once again, made from Bobby. And even you can see Henderson putting his hands out to the haters, like, what now? Because he did really change the game. It was nice to get him to get his goal. But yeah, what a game. And to come 3 points in that and go back top of the league is a great feeling. I think Liverpool fans going to the weekend buzzing. We're buzzing still, and it's late. And we're still buzzing. That was a great result, man. Yeah,
it's a good result. It's a good performance in the sense that we were so bad from the beginning of the game. We were literally lacklustre. And that's all credit to Hassan Hootel and them mans, because he had them
charged.
He had them on it. And that is a sign to say that I think next season, that team is going to be one to watch. Because I don't think they're going to be challenging for the top 4. But I reckon, in that little mini league with the Wolves, Everton, Leicester, Watford, I reckon they'll be well in there and at the top end of it.
Like, no offence here, but if you compare that team to Cardiff, bro, it's just miles apart, bro.
Yeah, but
Southampton shouldn't even, like you said, Southampton next season will be a different team. They shouldn't even be anywhere near that relegation. And like you said, when he gets hold of that team,
and that's what I think. That Puel that they had before ages ago. They all the fans were complaining because they wasn't really giving them that brand of football that they wanted. That was back then. They were still in a decent position, but people want to see exciting football. Whatever happens this season, Man City go in and win every game from now on in. They deserve to win the league if that is the case. But as a Liverpool fan, mate, what a ride. What a ride it's been.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean? And this is why we are Liverpool fans. That's why we love it. That's why we love football. And it's games like today when you sit there and you think to yourself, every scenario goes through your mind. And don't say it was just me. I was sitting there 1-0 down. So basically, that all means that we're like 1 point, and it's like they've been 3 points, and then there's a couple ahead, and that means that they got to drop, and then it was 1-0.
I wasn't.
Well, so at no point that scenario of dropping points were going to come and show today.
I told you. Did not say it, bro. Did not say that. I did say that to you, innit?
I'm saying to you, at any point in the game today, it did not cross your mind that we were going to drop points. Dickhead, bro. Lying, bro.
No, I'm not even. But when we conceded the goal, I said that we were going to win 3-1. I even shouted it. These men know I shouted it. But it's cool, innit? It's cool. Anyway. So, how many more of these mad moments do you need to see to be convinced that this is the year, bruv?
Until I see Man City drop a point, then talk to me, yeah? Because them mans are picking up points from nothing, bruv. People are scoring goals from all over the place.
Bruv, I'm looking forward to that game next week, yeah? Palace away for Man City. Salah and them man going to do some fuckeries, bruv. I can see it, bruv.
Townsend and his two-piece, bruv. Causing havoc out here.
So, you's going to Bobby for man of the match?
Oh, mate, hands down. For me, and I'm not, because he got his goal when he deserved it, but it's the shift. Everything that he done in between, the defensive side of it, the pressing, the link up, the bravery, the fucking showing bollocks to get on the ball in tight spaces when it was not flowing for us. Mate, he was hands down man of the match for me.
Henderson, for me, game changer. Came on, scored, tempo the game.
Big respect to him though, because he's done his
enough respect to Hendo. So let us know your views on the game, our opinions, and don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.
Peace.